So in this video we're going to be preserving the harvest that we did earlier today. That's a different video. I'll link it up here if I can. It's a lot of tomatoes and some okra, and we're going to freeze it. So for the tomatoes we're going to be doing something called coring and scoring. So you're going to, if you had like a big tomato that looked like this, you're going to cut the core out with sort of like, but because these are, I think these are San Marzano tomatoes and they don't have really a big core, I just cut the end off, and then you score the bottom, so you make a little X, and then whenever you freeze it and then unfreeze it, the skin will come right off for whenever you're making sauces or stuff. So I'm just going to do that for all the tomatoes, and then we'll put them in the freezer. So it's very useful to be able to freeze tomatoes, because if you want to make a batch of salsa or tomato sauce, you don't want to have to do it like 2 or 3 tomatoes at a time, because usually only a few tomatoes are ripe at a time. So it's much easier to freeze the few tomatoes every day and then unfreeze them and then make a batch of sauce and then can it, instead of just, you know, making a tiny batch every few days with like 2 or 3 tomatoes you get. Okay, now I have all the tomatoes cut up. I'm gonna put them on a plate all in one layer. We don't want them on top of each other. And then we're going to put them in the freezer. Now that we have the tomatoes all done, let's do some okra. So we like to fry okra. Not all of the people in our family like okra, but the people who do, we like to either roast it or fry it. So we're going to cut it. Going to cut off the top and the end. And then we're going to cut it into just little circle pieces. They just look like this. And then we'll put these guys on a plate, all one layer as well. And then we'll put them in the freezer. Alright, so now we're going to let those freeze for, it usually takes, I don't know, a while. I just check them the next day, and once they're frozen, I'll show you what to do with them then. Alright, so it has been, well, I filmed the part you just saw like last night, and it's now like the afternoon of the next day, so let's check the frozen stuff and put it in bags. Okay, so we got our frozen okra and our tomatoes. Okay, so we have a bag of frozen okra that we've been freezing like previously, and then we have this stuff. So just what we do is just take it. With the okra, it's kind of mucilage-y, so it's like sort of like slimy and sticky, so sometimes it sticks to the plate. And just put all the okra in the bag. And then this is our 2-gallon bag thing of tomatoes. We already filled one up with frozen tomatoes. And we're just going to take the tomatoes and just put them in the bag. And later, you can unfreeze the tomatoes and then make your sauce or whatever, but we haven't gotten to that point yet. We'll probably film it whenever we do, but for now, we're just freezing them. Then seal that bag up. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!